everyone, everywhere, leaving no one behind.
Excellencies, friends, colleagues, guests, welcome to the World Food Day Ceremony 2024 with the theme, Right to Foods for a Better Life and a Better Future. This year, we celebrate FAO's 79th birthday, and we will launch the 80-1 anniversary countdown, a special 365-day celebration of FAO's 8 decades of growing together. I'm Laura Hernandez, and I have the honor to work here at FAO, and I'm joined by my colleague and friend, Rania Caio, and we will be starting off today's event.
Thank you, Laura, and greetings to you all. Today's event includes live interpretation in all UN languages, including Italian and in sign language. And if you're watching us live on UN TV and the UN News Blog, please feel free to post content on social media using the official hashtags.
Food is a basic human need alongside air and water. Everyone should have the right to adequate food. The theme, Right to Foods for a Better Life and a Better Future, reminds us of our critical mission, ensuring food security for everyone, everywhere, leaving no one behind.
Laura, it's interesting how the word foods is used here. The S at the end of the word foods stands for affordability, diversity, nutrition, and safety.
Thanks, Fred. That's such an important point because we're talking about having food on the table and about making sure that a greater diversity of nutritious food is accessible and safe for all. But too many people still face hunger due to global challenges like conflict, extreme weather events, and economic shocks.
And that's why this year's World Food Day event is calling on us all to play our part to make sure that no one is left behind. A better future and a better life is for everyone.
It is something that should resonate with every single one of us, no matter where we are. We are reminded that only when everyone enjoys the human right to adequate food will we achieve the 2030 agenda.
And we have 5 years, only 5 years, to reach that goal. The clock is ticking. Everyone must play their role to ensure that no one is left behind. We need no one is left behind.
It is a shared responsibility, but it is also an opportunity for us to work together. Together we can shape a future where everyone enjoys their right to food. And now, to launch today's ceremony, here with us is the FAO Director General, Dr. Chidong Liu. Director General, the floor is yours.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues and friends, good morning from Rome. Happy World Food Day and happy 79th birthday to FAO and to you all. This year's World Food Day theme, Right to Food for a Better Life and a Better Future, is a timely reminder that all people have the right to adequate food. With 730 million people facing hunger, it is clear there is still much work to be done. And FAO's mandate to ensure food security for all is as valid as ever. Currently, more than 2.8 billion people in the world cannot afford a health care. Malnutrition is the various forms exists in all the countries and social, economic classes. But even in the high-income economy, people are choosing convenient and healthy food, unhealthy. This program related to agro-food system, since the nutritious, digestive food needed for the healthy life are insufficient, available, or unaffordable. Food insecurity should be solved based on food security on food availability, food accessibility, and food affordability. This World Food Day, I'm calling on all of us to renew our commitment of building more efficient, more inclusive, more resilient, and more sustainable agro-food system that can nourish the world. Agro-food systems that support the smallholder farmers, the family farmers, and the small business people across the value chain, who in many countries are fundamental to making nutritious, digestive food available to all, and to preserving traditional food cultures. There is no time to lose. We must take immediate action to ensure they integrate for better. For better production and better nutrition, the government needed to enable healthy diet for everyone, everywhere, by incentivizing the production, improve the productivity, and sell the more nutritious food and promote their consumption in a healthy way. A better environment. We needed to produce more with less. I said so many times, more quantity, high quality, more diversity food with less input, agricultural input, less negative impact on the environment. We need to produce enough diversity food while at the same time preserving balance and protect the planet. And a better life. Science and innovation include IT, AI, technology, and digital agriculture and so forth, are key for the transformation of the food system to ensure a better life for all, leaving no one behind. To support the government, the private sector need to shift away from the unhealthy food and make a great diversity of safe, nutritious food available, affordable, and appealing. They need to be our allies in addressing this global challenges together. The government cannot do it alone. Dear friend, let us remember that there cannot be food security without peace. Peace is a prerequisite for food security, and the right to food is a basic human right. We cannot build a peaceful community without addressing hunger and malnutrition. As I always said, the world is presenting us with many challenges at the moment, but this challenge also presents us many opportunities to change. Change is only the way to solve the problem. Big development leads to big change. Small development leads to small change. Non-development accumulate problems. The solution is development. Today, I'm delighted to celebrate the effort achieved in the world. This award serves not only as a symbol of the excellence, but also as an encouragement and an ambition also to those who receive it and for the wider global community. Since I came, 4 years ago, we started reorganizing all the awards of the FAO present to appreciation, leadership, progress, achievement to the individual, to the institution, to the country. Now it's a more systematic way to show our appreciation and support from the members and from the individuals. By celebrating this innovative solutions and breakthrough achievement, FAO achieved award that motivate us all to take a bold action towards a better, more sustainable future. Today, I have the great honor to present this precious award to an extraordinary history Institute of Plant Protection of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. I left the academy more than 25 years. There's a new generation of scientists that do more international contribution than I was. So I really pleased their breakthrough work in combating the follow-arming war to support the action plan we initiated here 5 years ago, and had a profound impact not only in China, in Asia, and also globally. By leading the development of a sustainable pest management system to combat the follow-arming war, the Institute has made significant progress in protecting crops and ensure food supplies. The international framework for follow-arming worm control they established has been instrumental in improving food security and reducing crop losses worldwide. This regulation is not just a celebration of what has been done and accomplished, but also a call to action for what remains to be done more and better. The effort of the Institute amplify the kind of leadership we need to be effectively efficient and coherently support members to achieve SDGs, especially SDG 2. Congratulations to the Institute of Plant Protection of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. I wish you continued success in your innovative work and cooperate more and closer with the global partners. What is my contribution to the inspire us to take action for people, planet, and prosperity? Dear friend, the younger generation has a vital role to play. A food secure food future without malnutrition is their human rights. Tomorrow, I look forward to continue this conversation with the student and the junior World Food Day School Assembly event. Actually, 3 years ago, we started this event in this room. So warm, so vivid. It's real. You can feel the young generation bring the full of energy and power to this house. And we keep this tradition as a new tradition. Today also marks the start of our preparation leading up to April's 8th anniversary in October 2025. That's also a good time for us to revisit our original aspiration. It's a good time to remember our ancestors during the World War II. 90% of the population in the world is suffering from hunger. That's one of the historical lessons that we never forget. World War II. During that period, how many millions of people died? Lost? How many? I said more than 90 people. 90% of people are suffering from starvation. After World War II, because of our ancestors started the United Nations system, and especially FAO, and other UN special agencies, with the technology, with the investment, with the environment policy, with the hard work of the food producer in the world. Now, of course, we still have a lot of challenges and daunting pressure to feed everyone. At least now we are satisfied to say that less than 10% suffering. 1 out of 11 of the so it's a historical achievement, 80 years. So that's why we, together with our colleagues, we are going to count down 8-1 activities to keep the 365 days to remind us it is a new, think more, think deeper, and come to the concrete action to another 80 years. That's my real purpose. I'm so happy to share with you President Mattarella of Italy. He already took the first step to support this. And last week we had the first ever official delegation visit the Palace of the Republic and started this activities already. A milestone that will offer an opportunity to reform a unique role as a leading global integrated kind of special agency with the mandate to support members for eradicating hunger and poverty. To mark this commemoration and for our collective legacy, we will establish the FAO Food and Agriculture Museum and the Nazioni. You can see the indigenous town still in front of our west gate. So we should promote the innovation one hand, and at the same time, that's a natural agriculture and food systems and the rural areas. We also have to try our best to remain culture, food culture, agricultural civilization. Even we now is the first generation of the industrialization, but don't forget, we have no right to lose. So we are going to have to start the first cooperation with SECRO, ECOMO. So, and also we try to work together to have a cross-cut, crossover even, the cooperation. The museum will be the interactive, digital, and informational space open to students, school, families, and the individuals, both for those who live in Rome or Italy and in general, as well as those coming to visit the entire city from all over the corner of the world, both in person and more important online, because we started digital thing. That's also is a platform for all the members, all the stakeholders, the partners to promote your traditional knowledge, traditional technology, traditional and modern farming practice, and also food culture as well. Through the digital, all members are united and can share with their product, food, technology, culture, and traditional communities. It will provide a network among global agri-food system and the world food technology and culture, embodied in our rich history and grounded in our traditional and indigenous identity, with the latest scientific innovation and technology to continue ensuring the forebearers going forward. Dear friends, this week around the world, hundreds of the events are taking place to mark World Food Day 2024 and call for action in over 50 languages. Let us answer the call of this World Food Day for the right to food, for a better life and a better future. Let's renew our commitment to build efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable agri-food system that guarantee the right to food, to the good food for all. Together, we can get back on track to achieve the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development goals by transforming agri-food system and the overarching of the four betters. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. And happy World Food Day. Happy anniversary. Thank you.
Director General, as you say, our future is also inspired by our past. Italy and FAO have had a unique relationship for quite some time. Italy is not only our host country since 1951, but it's also a crucial partner in FAO's mission to end hunger and malnutrition worldwide and accelerate sustainable development. We invite His Excellency Francesco Lollobrigida, Minister of Agriculture, Food Sovereignty and Forests of Italy, to join us on stage.
Grazie, Eccellenze, distinti delegati e delegate, benvenuti a Roma. Permettetemi di salutare alcune personalità, ci onorano della loro presenza, a partire da Sua Maestà King Lenzi III del Lesotho, alla direttrice Cindy McCain del PAM, e ovviamente di ringraziare il padrone di casa, il direttore Mr. Chu, che in questi anni ha saputo rendere la FAO ancora più capace di incidere, ancora più capace di organizzare eventi che potessero caratterizzare un'azione di sviluppo organica di strategie che nascevano dal confronto tra le diverse nazioni. So che Mr. Chu, direttore, apprezzerà anche che io saluti tutti i suoi vice direttori, con particolare attenzione però a Maurizio Martina, vice direttore italiano, con il quale collaboriamo attivamente per rendere l'Italia portatrice di quei contributi che possono essere di carattere intellettuale e conoscitivo, frutto della storia della nostra nazione, e che possano puntare ad avere come obiettivo sì la sicurezza alimentare intesa come cibo per tutti, ma senza mai dimenticare un termine che per noi resta fondamentale: cibo di qualità per tutti, perché a nostro avviso è esattamente questo quello che distingue in termini strategici l'approccio alla sicurezza alimentare. Per l'Italia il cibo non è solo nutrimento, è cultura, è tradizione, è produzione, è valore, ed è in quest'ottica che intendiamo continuare a immaginare una collaborazione di carattere multilaterale che permetta di arrivare agli obiettivi strategici non perdendo quel virtuoso rapporto che c'è nella produzione di cibo tra terra, uomo e lavoro. Prima di passare al tema del diritto all'alimentazione, che è oggetto di dibattito di questa giornata, vorrei ricordare che oggi si celebra il 79° anniversario della Costituzione della FAO e augurare quindi quest'anno di buon lavoro alla FAO per arrivare ai grandi eventi che sono previsti per l'80° anniversario. Ma quest'anno si celebra anche un'importante ricorrenza, ovvero il 20° anniversario delle linee guida volontarie del Comitato per la sicurezza alimentare mondiali, che propugnano la progressiva realizzazione del diritto a un'alimentazione adeguata nel contesto della sicurezza alimentare. Ed è proprio da questa ricorrenza che vorrei partire. Il cibo, oltre ad essere un elemento essenziale per la vita, al pari dell'aria che respiriamo e dell'acqua, è un diritto fondamentale per ogni essere umano. Purtroppo le condizioni attuali non ci permettono di verificare in maniera positiva gli esiti delle strategie finora messe in campo, anche perché la situazione si è aggravata con gli effetti di un cambio climatico che è diventato più rapido, con gli effetti di conflitti a livello mondiale che invece di diminuire si moltiplicano, anche coinvolgendo aree del pianeta che da tempo erano esenti. 733 milioni di persone soffrono la fame e 2,8 miliardi di persone non possono permettersi un'alimentazione corretta. Sono i dati del rapporto SOFI 2024. Allo stesso tempo, circa il 14% del cibo prodotto a livello mondiale viene perduto dopo il raccolto, mentre il 17% viene sprecato a livello di vendita al dettaglio e di consumo. Questi sono proprio i dati della FAO. Un paradosso che ben rende l'idea di come a sole 6 anni dalla scadenza dell'Agenda 2030 siamo ancora molto lontani dagli obiettivi che ci eravamo posti: sradicare la fame del mondo. Ma non basta garantire cibo sufficiente, l'ho già sottolineato, bisogna assicurare cibo di qualità. Il diritto al cibo non può prescindere dal diritto ad un'alimentazione adeguata. Purtroppo la malnutrizione è un problema di carattere complessivo che riguarda sì le nazioni che non hanno garanzia di autosufficienza alimentare, ma riguarda purtroppo anche le nazioni ricche che oggi hanno alimentazione inadeguata, portando problemi sanitari come l'obesità e il sovrappeso a livelli eccezionali, con costi che gravano sulla collettività e con problemi per la salute pubblica di carattere generale. Oggi più che mai avvertiamo la necessità di mettere in atto sforzi comuni ed individuare soluzioni rapide ed efficaci per affrontare le molteplici crisi alimentari raggiungere la sicurezza alimentare e ridurre la malnutrizione, preservando al contempo le risorse naturali e accelerando la trasformazione dei sistemi alimentari al fine di accrescere l'efficienza, la resilienza e la capacità di resistere a eventi improvvisi. Mi riferisco innanzitutto al tema della sovranità alimentare, che riteniamo essere centrale, che necessita un cambiamento di approccio rispetto al passato. La sovranità alimentare non è la chiusura dei mercati, è la garanzia delle nazioni in termini democratici di scegliere il proprio sistema produttivo e scegliere il proprio livello di alimentazione, garantendo catene di approvvigionamento certe. Siamo convinti che per assicurare la sicurezza alimentare e sconfiggere la fame a livello globale sia indispensabile mantenere aperti e pienamente funzionanti i mercati agricoli internazionali, ma allo stesso tempo riteniamo che essi debbano essere regolati per assicurare l'equità, l'inclusività, la trasparenza, affinché sia assicurata un'adeguata remunerazione agli agricoltori e la valorizzazione delle produzioni locali. Preservare il reddito degli agricoltori ed in particolare quello delle piccole realtà imprenditoriali dalla concorrenza sleale significa per noi sostenere la sicurezza alimentare, contribuendo al contempo alla mitigazione dei cambiamenti climatici, alla conservazione della biodiversità e degli ecosistemi, alla preservazione dei territori e delle tradizioni. Gli agricoltori sono per noi l'elemento centrale di contrasto agli effetti del cambio climatico. Noi consideriamo gli agricoltori i primi ambientalisti del Paese e i primi ambientalisti del pianeta e riteniamo debbano essere protetti e incentivati a continuare a svolgere il loro prezioso ruolo di custodi del territorio. Ma tutto ciò non basta. Se vogliamo fornire risposte adeguate alle grandi sfide attuali, occorre promuovere l'innovazione in agricoltura attraverso il ricorso a pratiche agricole maggiormente sostenibili, investimenti mirati alla ricerca e allo sviluppo delle nuove tecnologie che oggi ci consentono di efficientare la produzione, riducendo al contempo gli impatti negativi sull'ambiente degli agrofarmaci, cosiddetti pesticidi, e potendo immaginare anche un utilizzo più corretto di un altro bene preziosissimo come l'acqua. Accanto a ciò crediamo fortemente anche nel ruolo delle giovani generazioni e al ruolo fondamentale delle donne che devono avere pari dignità anche salariale e di protezione dei loro diritti. In quest'ottica riteniamo fondamentale investire sull'istruzione, sulla formazione e sullo sviluppo delle capacità produttive intese anche come crescita culturale degli operatori di quest'area di sistema. Allo stesso tempo crediamo sia fondamentale promuovere un settore alimentare più equo attraverso la creazione di posti di lavoro dignitosi e il sostegno all'imprenditorialità lungo tutta la filiera del valore per incrementare i mezzi di sussistenza e ridurre la povertà nelle aree rurali, soprattutto nelle aree rurali che rischiano lo spopolamento. E se l'agricoltura manca, se manca la possibilità di lavorare il terreno, le cose non vanno meglio per l'ambiente. L'ambiente si desertifica e le problematiche legate al cambiamento climatico portano effetti più devastanti. Queste sono le tematiche e le sfide sulle quali ci siamo confrontati con alcuni paesi ed organizzazioni internazionali durante il recente incontro ministeriale del G7 e sulle quali saremo chiamati a confrontarci anche nei prossimi anni. L'impegno come Italia è quello di sostenere iniziative come queste, di collaborare con la FAO, con l'auspicio che possa continuare a portare avanti con rinnovato impegno e slancio il proprio mandato. L'Italia ha 3.000 anni di storia alle sue spalle, ha cultura, ha avuto la possibilità di essere, anche se una piccola nazione nel pianeta, un luogo in cui si sono incontrati tutti i popoli del mondo, tutte le culture del mondo. L'Italia ancora oggi vuole essere questo e siamo davvero lieti di ospitare la FAO da sempre come crogiuolo di un nuovo modo di vivere all'interno del pianeta che sia sempre più equo e giusto. Grazie e buon lavoro a tutti.
Grazie mille Ministro, essere contro di noi, perché Thank you very much, Minister. On this World Food Day, we are calling for action. This call is being answered by people around the world in 150 countries, in 50 languages. For those coming to Rome, World Food Day will welcome you at every turn, from Fiumicino Airport to Termini Station and the city buses. In celebrating World Food Day, many other cities around the world join us today.
In fact, we also have billboards in Giornata, Valencia, Mondo, trains in Belgium, Morocco, and Spain, buses and subways in Bucharest, Santo Domingo, and Santiago de Chile, airports in Switzerland, Vietnam, and Panama, and even shopping centers in China and Uzbekistan.
Media outlets worldwide have joined us in spreading the word. Events in Barbados, Japan, and Slovakia. Cinemas in 20 countries in Africa, including Ethiopia, Senegal, and Rwanda. And iconic landmarks such as the Piccadilly Circus and Niagara Falls.
But World Food Day is about public engagement as well as the moral leadership in the fight against hunger and the access to food for all. His Holiness Pope Francis isn't wavering in his commitment to champion the food in the world, inspiring us to take action for those in need and to build a better future. The message from His Holiness will be read by His Excellency Monsignor Cigarellano, the Vatican representative to FAO, who is joining us now on stage. Thank you.
Buenos días a todos y a todas, señor director general, majestad, señores ministros, viceministros, delegados, amigos todos y amigas. Tengo el honor de dar lectura al mensaje que su santidad, el Papa Francisco, dirige al señor director general de la FAO con motivo de esta Jornada Mundial de la Alimentación 2024. Dice así: Señor director general, la 44ª Jornada Mundial de la Alimentación nos invita a reflexionar sobre el derecho a los alimentos para una vida y un futuro mejores. Esto es algo prioritario, ya que satisface una de las necesidades básicas del ser humano, es decir, alimentarse para vivir en consonancia con adecuados estándares cualitativos y cuantitativos que garanticen la digna existencia de la persona humana. Sin embargo, vemos este derecho frecuentemente menoscabado y no aplicado con justicia, con las nocivas consecuencias que esto conlleva. En aras de la promoción del derecho a la alimentación, la FAO propone con agudeza considerar una transformación de los sistemas alimentarios que tenga en cuenta la pluralidad y la variedad de alimentos nutritivos, asequibles, sanos y sostenibles como medio para lograr la seguridad alimentaria y dietas sanas para todos. Para ello es preciso no olvidar la dimensión social y cultural intrínseca que tiene el acto de nutrirse. Al respecto, responsables políticos y económicos a escala internacional han de escuchar las demandas de los últimos de la cadena alimentaria, como los pequeños agricultores, y de las formaciones sociales intermedias, como la familia, que interviene directamente en la alimentación de las personas. Las soluciones enérgicas para afrontar y resolver los problemas alimentarios de nuestro tiempo requieren que consideremos los principios de subsidiariedad y de solidaridad como fundamentos de nuestros programas y proyectos de desarrollo, para que nunca se postergue la escucha real de las necesidades que vienen de abajo, de los trabajadores y de los agricultores, de los pobres y de los hambrientos, y de los que viven con dificultades en zonas rurales aisladas. Jesucristo nos ha enseñado todo lo que deseen que los demás hagan por ustedes, háganlo por ellos. En esto consiste la ley de los profetas. La humanidad herida por tantas injusticias reclama con apremiante urgencia medidas eficaces para llevar una vida mejor, actuando juntos, animados siempre por el mismo espíritu de fraternidad y sabiendo que este planeta que Dios nos ha dado ha de ser un jardín abierto a la serena convivencia. En esto pensaba, dice el Papa, cuando propuse considerar el paradigma de la ecología integral para que se tuvieran en cuenta las necesidades de cada hombre y de todo el hombre, para que se protegiera su dignidad en relación con los demás y en escucha y en estrecha conexión con el cuidado de la creación. Solo si tomamos el ideal de justicia como guía de nuestra acción, se podrán atender las necesidades de las personas. Ello exige asimismo que nos dejemos interpelar y conmover por la condición del otro y que la solidaridad se convierta en la principal de nuestras decisiones. De este modo, la protección de las generaciones futuras irá de la mano de la escucha y la actuación a favor de las demandas de las generaciones presentes, mediante una alianza inter e intrageneracional que nos convoque a todos a la fraternidad y dé un sentido nuevo, más auténtico, a la cooperación internacional, una cooperación que debe animar a esta organización y a todo el sistema multilateral. En este camino, lleno de obstáculos y también de dificultades, pero a la vez apasionante y colmado de retos, la comunidad internacional contará con el aliento de la Santa Sede y de la Iglesia Católica, que no dejan de brindar su tenaz contribución para que todos puedan disponer de alimentos en cantidad y calidad adecuadas para sí mismos y para sus familias, para que cada persona pueda llevar una vida digna y para que se derrote definitivamente la dolorosa lagra de la miseria y del hambre en el mundo. Con estos sentimientos y deseos, sobre todos ustedes y sobre los que trabajan por estas nobles causas, el Papa invoca la bendición de Dios Todopoderoso, que nunca se cansa de sostener a quienes tienen en el corazón el bien de la entera comunidad. Vaticano, 16 de octubre de 2024, Francisco Papa. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Luca, Su Excelencia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to introduce Muchas gracias. Ladies and gentlemen,
Signore e signori,
it's my honor to introduce King Leslie III of Lesotho, FAO's Special Goodwill Ambassador for Nutrition, who has also been championing FAO's efforts to help communities in Africa. His Majesty has been a vital partner of FAO's efforts to address food security and has been a global advocate for nutrition across Africa, building
anche
resilience in
migliori dietro
agriculture.
della nutrizione in tutta l'Africa,
Let's welcome His Majesty King
costruire
Blessed
la
to the stage.
resilienza in agricoltura.
Your Excellencies,
Eccellenze,
honorable ministers,
onorevoli
dear
ministri,
presidents,
illustri
the
ospiti,
Director General of the
direttore generale della FAO, dottor Chu Dong-yu, direttore esecutivo del PAM, Cindy McCain, distinti illustri ospiti, signore e signori.
It is a great honor
È
and
un
privilege
grande onore e privilegio
to stand before you today
essere qui di fronte a voi
as we
oggi,
gather to celebrate World Food Day.
accogliendoci qui per celebrare la
This
giornata
annual occasion
alimentare mondiale, la
serves
44esima
as a
giornata,
vital
che
reminder
ci ricorda
of our collective responsibility
la nostra responsabilità
to ensure
collettiva per
that
assicurarci
every
che
individual
ogni
has
individuo
access to the
abbia accesso
fundamental human rights.
ai diritti umani fondamentali, al diritto umano fondamentale che è il
This
cibo.
year's
Quest'anno
right to foods for a better
i
life and a better
diritti
future
al cibo per una
resonates
vita e un
deep
futuro migliori,
with
migliore
our
risuona
mission to create a
all'interno della
world
nostra missione dove vogliamo
where
creare un
everyone can
mondo dove
enjoy
ognuno possa
a variety of diverse, nutritious,
potersi
and safe
avvalere
foods
di cibi,
sourced
alimenti
from
sani,
sustainable
variegati,
agri-food
che provengono da sistemi alimentari
This theme
sostenibili.
is not merely a vision,
E questa non è solo una visione
it
per
is a
oggi,
commitment
è un
to
impegno
building
per
a
costruire
healthier and more equitable tomorrow.
un domani più equo e
As we
sostenibile per
reflect
tutti.
on the current state of food security,
Riflettendo sullo stato attuale
We
della
must
sicurezza
confront
alimentare,
the harsh reality
dobbiamo comunque
that
avere
globally
gli occhi sulla dura realtà
one
che
in 11
mondialmente 1 su 9 persone
and 1 in 5 in Africa
e 1 su 5 in Africa
in the year
soffre la
2020.
fame o ha sofferto la fame nel
However,
2023.
it is crucial to understand
È fondamentale
that the
capire
issue at hand
che la posta in
extends
gioco
beyond mere
va al di là della
the
semplice
right to
fame.
food
Il diritto al cibo
encompasses
comprende
ensuring
il
that
fatto di
everyone has
assicurare che
access
tutti abbiano
to a
accesso
diversity
a
of nutritious
una
foods
diversità di
that
alimenti
contribute
nutrienti che
to a
contribuiscono
full, healthy
a una
and
dieta
dignified
piena
life.
e a una vita
It is
dignitosa,
fundamentally about enabling
fondamentale
health.
nel consentire
Regrettably,
una
we
dieta
find ourselves
sana
in a situation
e permettere tutto ciò. Ci
where
troviamo
a
in una
staggering
situazione
one-third
in
of the
cui
world's
un terzo
population
del mondo
cannot afford
non può permettersi una dieta sana.
This is
Dobbiamo
a
constatare
crisis
è una crisi.
that demands our
Che richiede
immediate attention
La
and
nostra
action.
immediata attenzione,
Without access
la
to
nostra
healthy diets
attenzione, senza accesso alle
and the
diete sane
realization of the right to
e la possibilità
we face
di avere diritto al
dire
cibo,
consequences.
le conseguenze saranno
Children,
molto gravi. I bambini
boys and girls do
soffriranno,
not
ragazzi e
reach their
ragazze
full
che
potential,
non
and
raggiungeranno
the health
il
and
pieno
well-being of
potenziale.
women and men
E,
will
uomini
be
e
compromised,
donne, tutta una generazione sarà
leading to
compromessa,
deficiencies
portando a
in many
delle
contexts
carenze in tanti
and
contesti,
to the growing
contribuendo
epidemic
alla crescita
of
dell'epidemia
and
di
in
obesità
populations
in popolazioni
around the world.
in tutto il mondo.
Despite these
Nonostante
challenges,
queste sfide,
we have the power to reverse
abbiamo la possibilità e il potere di
We can
invertire questa tendenza. conseguenza possiamo trasformare i nostri sistemi
to enable
agroalimentari
everyone,
per consentire a
everywhere,
tutti,
to
ovunque,
enjoy healthy diets.
di
This is
poter
our
avere diete sane.
advocacy.
È il nostro diritto avere un
Achieving
cibo
good
adeguato
nutrition
e
is
dare
not
questa
just
possibilità a
an
tutti.
aspiration,
Non è solo
it
un'aspirazione,
is
è
an
anche
achievable goal
un
that we must
obiettivo
strive
raggiungibile per il quale dobbiamo lottare insieme.
for. A well-nourished child
Un bambino
is
ben
more likely to
nutrito
survive and thrive
potrà
in their
crescere
growth and
bene
development.
e svilupparsi
This
bene,
in turn contributes
e questo
to their learning
contribuisce
and
all'apprendimento
employment,
e anche
shaping the
a
future
risultati
for their families and
occupazionali,
communities,
aiutare le famiglie, le comunità,
and ultimately driving the economic growth,
spingere anche la crescita economica delle nazioni.
the importance of nutrition
L'importanza della
cannot
nutrizione
be overstated.
non può
It
essere
is
sottostimata,
the foundation
è la
upon
base
which
sulla
we
quale
build a
costruiamo
prosperous future.
un futuro
In
prospero.
my role
Nel
as
mio
FAO
ruolo
Goodwill
come
Ambassador
ambasciatore di buona volontà della
and
FAO sulla
African Union
nutrizione
Nutrition Champion,
e campione
I not only have
della
the opportunity to advocate
nutrizione, non solo
for the changes
sostengo i
necessary to
cambiamenti
ensure
necessari per assicurare la buona
but
nutrizione,
I
ma
also have the
ho
privilege to
anche
learn
il
and
privilegio di
share
imparare, condividere
inspiring examples
da
of where we are
esempi
already
di grande
making
ispirazione,
a difference.
imparando da questi
Excellencies,
esempi dove
distinguished
già
guests,
questa
ladies and
differenza viene fatta.
I would like to take this opportunity
Vorrei
to
cogliere
share
questa
a few
opportunità
inspiring
per
examples
condividere alcuni
of the
esempi
positive changes
dei cambiamenti
we are
positivi
witnessing in the
che
realm of food
stiamo
security and nutrition.
conoscendo
In
nella
alignment with the theme
nutrizione, insieme
of
al
World
tema
Food Day
della
2024,
giornata alimentare
the
di
Pan-African
oggi,
Fund,
il
an important
Parlamento
organ of the
panafricano,
African Union,
un organo importante
has
dell'Unione Africana, ha
collaborated
collaborato
with the
con
FAO
la FAO
to develop
a
a model
sviluppare
law on food
una
security
nuova
and
legge sulla
nutrition.
sicurezza alimentare e sulla
This
nutrizione.
model law
Questa
serves
legge
as a guiding framework,
serve da
inspiring
quadro,
African Union member states
ispirando
to
i Paesi membri
formulate
dell'Unione Africana
their
a
own
formulare
legislation
il
that
loro
upholds
quadro
the
giuridico, la loro
right to
legislazione
adequate
che
as well as food
richiede il
security
diritto al cibo adeguato, così come alla sicurezza alimentare per tutti i
to
cittadini,
facilitate this
per
transition
aiutare
from
nella
this model law
transizione
to concrete
da questa
legislative
legge
action.
morale fino a
Parliamentary
delle
alliances have been established
leggi
across.
parlamentari. Sono state create
These
delle
alliances are
alleanze
instrumental in
in tutto il
strengthening
continente
the
che serviranno a
capacity
rafforzare la
of
capacità
parliamentarians,
dei parlamentari,
empowering them
dando
to become
loro, conferendo
champions
loro il potere di diventare campioni
and
della sicurezza
advocates
alimentare
for good nutrition
e sostenitori
within
della buona
their
nutrizione all'interno dei loro paesi rispettivi.
This collaborative
Questo
effort
sforzo
is crucial
comune
in ensuring
è
that
cruciale per assicurare
legislative
in modo
measures
che le misure
are not only
legislative
developed
non solo vengano
but are also
sviluppate, ma
effectively implemented
vengano
to
anche
address the
attuate in
pressing
modo
issues
efficiente per occuparci
and
dell'insicurezza alimentare e della
furthermore, it is
malnutrizione,
essential to
degli
celebrate
alimenti così pressanti.
and expand
Inoltre
upon the
dobbiamo
various
celebrare
initiatives
e
that are enabling
vedere
healthy
tutte le
diets,
buone iniziative che
both
consentono
across Africa
buone diete per tutti, sia in
and in
Africa
other
che
parts of the world.
in altri luoghi del
For
mondo.
instance, one
Ad esempio,
significant action
un'azione
is the
importante
provision of healthy school meals
sulle
for
mense
all
scolastiche per tutti i
which plays
bambini,
a vital role
che svolgono, le
in
mense
promoting nutrition
svolgono veramente
and
un ruolo
well-being
vitale nella promozione della
from
nutrizione, e questo sin dalla più tenera età.
Additionally, the
Inoltre,
development and utilization
lo sviluppo e
of food
l'uso di
systems-based
sistemi
dietary
alimentari
guidelines
che
are
utilizzano
pivotal
le
in
linee
guiding
guida
policies and programs that
della
aid
dieta sono
for better
importanti
outcomes
e portano a migliori risultati quando vengono seguite queste linee guida, sia per gli individui che per la collettività. Inoltre dobbiamo far sì che queste azioni siano inclusive e si occupino anche della popolazione più vulnerabile, in particolare dei bambini nei primi 5 anni di vita, che sono ad uno stadio critico del loro sviluppo. Insieme, questi sforzi rappresentano uno sforzo comprensivo per migliorare la sicurezza alimentare e la nutrizione, immaginando quindi così costruendo un futuro migliore per tutti. Dobbiamo riconoscere che il cammino al diritto al buon cibo, alla nutrizione, deve essere fatto attraverso la collaborazione e le innovazioni. I governi, le società civili, il settore privato, le organizzazioni internazionali debbono insieme lavorare in uno sforzo comune per affrontare le sfide che riguardano la malnutrizione e l'insicurezza alimentare. Dobbiamo investire in pratiche sostenibili di agricoltura che migliorano la produttività e allo stesso tempo proteggono il nostro ambiente. Questo include il sostegno ai piccoli agricoltori, all'agricoltura familiare, che svolge un ruolo cruciale nell'alimentare le popolazioni e al tempo assicurare la sicurezza alimentare, dando loro accesso alle risorse, alle tecnologie e ai mercati. Possiamo spingere sistemi alimentari resilienti al beneficio di tutti. Inoltre, l'educazione, la consapevolezza intorno alla nutrizione deve essere migliorata. È essenziale che gli individui e le comunità capiscano l'importanza di diete sane e l'impatto delle scelte alimentari sul loro benessere, promuovendo l'educazione sull'alimentazione. Le persone potranno prendere decisioni che porteranno a vite sane. Inoltre dobbiamo sostenere le politiche che assicurano che i sistemi alimentari siano equi e inclusivi. Questo significa che dobbiamo eliminare le barriere che le comunità devono affrontare nell'accesso al cibo. Questo significa dobbiamo affrontare quindi i sistemi di disuguaglianza che perpetuano la fame e la malnutrizione, assicurando che nessuno venga lasciato indietro. Andando avanti, i poteri delle tecnologie e dell'innovazione ci possono aiutare a creare soluzioni per la sicurezza alimentare, le piattaforme digitali che collegano gli agricoltori e consumatori per migliore distribuzione e conservazione degli alimenti. Questi sono strumenti che ci consentiranno di fare la differenza. Vorrei richiedere a tutti noi di riaffermare il nostro impegno al diritto per il cibo per tutti. Lavoriamo insieme per costruire un futuro dove tutti avranno accesso al cibo nutriente di cui hanno bisogno per vite sane e piene. Il viaggio potrà essere difficile, ma con determinazione, collaborazione e una visione condivisa possiamo raggiungere e immaginare un mondo liberato dalla fame e dalla malnutrizione. Facciamo il dovuto oggi per un
Thank you, Your Highness, for being with us today and for sharing important messages on nutrition. Food heroes are also playing a part. Each year we highlight the efforts of the women, men, boys and girls who are helping to realize the right to foods for all, nurturing our communities and making a positive change, even under challenging circumstances.
A few of our food heroes are here with us today in the audience. They have been here with us this week, participating in activities in the indigenous tent, and you'll be seeing a lot of them today here in our
And some will also take part in a very special event tomorrow mentioned earlier by our Director General. In fact, Junior World Food Day will join forces with the World Food Forum School Assembly to inspire youth to take action for a sustainable food future. About 1,000 students will attend in this very room, engaging in stories, live music, interactions with special guests, quizzes, and games.
Excellencies, friends, colleagues, guests, please join us in giving a big round of applause to our heroes who are joining us in the stage. Who have distributed millions of meals to vulnerable people in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and integrated many homeless people back into society.
We also have with us Pacheco. He is our National Food Ambassador for Ecuador, and he integrates the local biodiversity that surrounds him into his kitchen. If you want to see him in action, he'll be this day in the Indigenous Amazon. Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros.
Nisa Wargadipura, who through a farmer field school in Indonesia has helped young farmers to learn sustainable farming techniques and value traditional knowledge. She has been sharing her knowledge throughout the community radio broadcasting from far district.
And now up to Matteo Ward from Italy. Big round of applause for Matteo. Matteo talks about the deep connection between fashion and agriculture, and he's advocating to protect natural resources for a better environment. Today, he will be giving a special workshop on how to upcycle clothing, and he will be participating also tomorrow in our event. Grazie, Matteo, per esta lección.
Ace and Speedy from Harlem Globetrotters. Based in the United States, the entertaining performances inspire millions. With FAO, players in their team have been raising awareness on nutrition, from visiting school gardens in Dominican Republic to participating with us in the recently concluded United General Assembly in New York. Ace and Speedy will also be taking part in the youth event tomorrow as part of the Italian educational project Presso. They will go to Rome's suburban area of Colbert, Monaco, to meet students.
And a round of applause for Judy Kenda. Judy is a dedicated advocate of the Ojai indigenous people of the Mau Forest in Kenya. She's using traditional knowledge to sustain her community through initiatives such as seed banks, traditional farming, and traditional beekeeping. She's also participating this week, and you can find her in the Indigenous Advocacy tent. Thank you so much for being with us, Judy.
Ebru by Baradamir, a Turkish chef, winner of the Basque Culinary World Prize. She has a passion for women and making food. She's also the champion of food loss and waste awareness.
A big round of applause for our food heroes.
Thank you so much, our champions and food heroes, their dedication to the next generation and collective action for a better future.
You may now take your seats. A big round of applause for the food heroes. vero, grazie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. While they take a seat, thank you so much. We have another guest. Right, Frank?
Abbiamo un altro ospite da presentarti, vero Frank?
And now we cross over to New York,
Andiamo a New York,
home to the United Nations.
sede delle Nazioni
It is a pleasure to share a message from the UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres.
Something is very wrong in a world in which hunger and malnutrition are affecting life for millions of children, women and men. On World Food Day, we remind ourselves that the 733 million people who are short of food because of conflict, marginalization, climate change, poverty and economic downturns, including those who face the threat of man-made famine in Gaza and Sudan. Or the 2.8 billion people who cannot afford a healthy diet, including those who are overweight as global obesity rates soar. The good news is that a zero-hunger world is possible. The 2021 Food Systems Summit set us on a course to tackle inefficiencies and inequities built into our food systems. Food systems need a massive transformation with the contributions of businesses, academics, research institutions, and civil society to become more efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable. Governments must work with all partners to incentivize the production and sale of healthy, nutritious food at affordable prices. On World Food Day, let's step up the fight against hunger and malnutrition. Let's take action to uphold the right to food for a better life and a better future.
The UN Secretary General has just highlighted the importance of collective action. Where I come from, we have a saying: if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. It's in this spirit that I would like to now give the floor to our next keynote speaker. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the Right to Food Guideline, a milestone made possible with the support of key partners like Germany. Their long-standing collaboration with FAO was essential in the adoption of these guidelines and continues to drive their implementation. Please join us in welcoming Her Excellency Ophelia Nick, Parliamentary State Secretary for the Federal Ministry of Food and Agriculture of Germany. Welcome.
Director General, Excellencies, Ministers, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure it will not come as a surprise to you that Germany is delighted to see that this year's World Food Day was dedicated to the right to food. Germany is a keen supporter of rights-based approaches in agriculture and food systems, especially as hunger, malnutrition, and nutritional deficiencies have once again been on the rise around the globe over the last 10 years. We are convinced that fighting hunger in the world is not a case of certain countries being benevolent. It is instead a legal obligation that is binding for all states. This Article 11 on the UN Social Covenant that makes it mandatory for the international community to end hunger and all forms of malnutrition and undernourishment. With this article, the contracting states recognize everyone's right to adequate food. The establishment as a human right shows that adequate food is not only a moral requirement, which can be interpreted as one of these. It's a governance issue which concerns the entire political system. 20 years ago, in 2004, FAO adopted specific recommendations on how the right to adequate food could be progressively realized. The voluntary guidelines to support the progressive realization to the right to adequate food in the context of national food security, this is the core title, were developed by the Committee of World Food Security, the CFS. These guidelines have a transformative power if we apply them. We all should rely on them as a basis for working together in our endeavor to achieve SDG 0 hunger. Especially in these times, we need to be aware that all conflicts, wars and multiple crises are human-made and affect the state of food security in the world. It is our responsibility to foster multilateral cooperation to overcome these times of crisis. Only together we will be able to achieve our common goal. Humanity has already shown that it is capable of doing so. Thank you.
Dankeschön for being with us on this occasion. We are 3 agencies in Rome with 3 mandates, all with a common vision for achieving food security, nutrition, and sustainable agriculture. Let's first hear from the World Food Programme, who is providing food to conflict-displaced and disaster-stricken people in countries around the world. Here to address our gathering is the Executive Director of the World Food Programme, Cindy McCain.
Thank you very much. Director General, thank you for hosting us today. We appreciate being able to get together and sort of talk about this incredible issue. Your Majesty, Ministers, Excellencies, and my good friends around the room, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to join today's ceremony to mark World Food Day 2024. We come together at a time of rising humanitarian needs, fueled by the growing number of devastating conflicts, more frequent climate disasters, and widespread economic turmoil. I want to go off script for one minute. There's hundreds of thousands of humanitarian aid workers around the world right now on the front lines of conflict, trying to deliver to those people who cannot help themselves. Humanitarian aid workers are not targets. They're not targets. All of those who are on the front lines, using your skills, your political know-how, and your abilities to make sure the world knows that we're not targets. And I thank you for whatever you can do. Tragically, 2024 is the year that famine returned to our world in Darfur regions of Sudan. Desperately vulnerable people in Gaza and Haiti and are just one step behind, struggling to survive in famine-like conditions. And this is happening just as it's getting harder all the time for humanitarians to do their work. It's harder to access people in need. It's more difficult to plan and predict future needs where new crises will emerge. It's more dangerous than ever before for humanitarians to operate. And it's tougher to raise the resources we need to provide life-saving help to millions of people who rely on us. At WFP over the past year, we've been forced to make painful decisions about whom we can support. Yet we are undeterred. Our job is to bring deliver food, help, and hope, as we always do, and whatever it takes. Last year alone, we reached over 150 million people
with life-saving assistance.
un'assistenza
So we're not giving up
Quindi non stiamo
or
rinunciando,
giving in.
non vogliamo
Far from it.
anzi,
We're more determined than ever to fulfill the Rome-based agency's shared mission to end hunger and achieve food security for all. At WFP, we have proven that scalable solutions to hunger which support long-term resilience and reduce needs over time in work. Last year, we implemented anticipatory action and early warning programs in 36 countries around the world, helping vulnerable communities protect their lives and livelihoods against the devastating impacts of climate change. We're also working with a wide range of governments and other partners, including FAO and EFAD, in a global movement to expand and scale up our school meals program. We want every child in every nation to be nourished each day by a healthy school meal and the precious gift of education. And we're forging ambitious new partnerships with the private sector to harness the exciting potential of science, technology, and innovation. We all must work together to create food systems capable of feeding every single person on our planet. Excellencies, at WFP, we understand that budgets are under strain and governments everywhere are having to make tough decisions. But we're strongly committed to working in partnership to halt the relentless growth of humanitarian needs and build resilience among the most vulnerable communities. Together we can and we must achieve our shared vision of a better and more prosperous and hunger-free future for all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for your words, Executive Director. The International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, invests in rural development as essential, fighting hunger and poverty. To mark this World Food Day, we have the honor of inviting to stage IFAD's Vice President, Geraldine Kushimana. Welcome to the stage.
Majesty, Excellencies,
Maestà, eccellenze,
dear colleagues,
cari colleghi,
once more, happy
ancora
World
una volta
Food Day,
buona
and
giornata
a very happy birthday to FAO.
e buon compleanno.
Every day,
Ogni giorno
3/4 billion people
3/4
suffer
miliardi di
from
persone
hunger.
soffrono la fame.
In low-income
Nei
countries,
paesi a basso reddito
71% of people
71%
here
delle persone
cannot afford
non
a
possono
healthy diet.
permettersi una vita sana.
Statistics are very
I
important,
dati statistici sono
we
importantissimi.
must remember
Dobbiamo anche
that behind
ricordare
numbers
che
are
dietro le cifre
human lives.
ci sono le vite umane.
A mother who is forced to take off food from her own plate to
Togliersi
be
il
able
cibo dal
to
proprio
feed
piatto
her children.
per poter dar da mangiare ai
A
suoi
child
figli.
who cannot concentrate on her own education because she is constantly
Perché
hungry.
ha sempre fame.
Even a whole generation that is being robbed
Abbiamo
of
un'intera
their
generazione
productivity potential
cui viene tolto il
because poor
potenziale,
nutrition in their
la
childhood
scarsa
has
alimentazione
left them
nell'infanzia
stunted.
li ha lasciati indeboliti.
Each of these people that I have
Le
mentioned,
persone che ho citato,
they have the
per
right
esempio,
to sufficient and nutritious food.
a cibo
Each
sufficiente.
of them
Ognuno
has the right to a better life
ad una vita
and
migliore,
a better hope.
ad una speranza migliore.
And each of these individuals
Ognuno di questi
are
individui
overwhelmingly likely to be living in rural
molto
areas.
probabilmente vive
In fact,
in una zona rurale.
8 out of 10 of the world's poorest live in rural areas.
Vive nelle aree rurali.
Esteemed guests,
Cari ospiti,
rural areas,
nelle zone
that's
rurali
where sustainable development goals are going to succeed or
saranno un
die.
luogo in cui gli obiettivi di
It is
sviluppo
a truth.
sostenibile verranno raggiunti o
But
meno.
it is also a great opportunity for our generation if we want to
Ma
seize
sarà
it.
anche una grande opportunità per la nostra generazione.
Investment in infrastructure and public goods for rural communities
Nei beni
have a
per le
huge
comunità rurali
impact.
possono avere un impatto enorme.
As rural people hold keys and much of the knowledge that is
Le
needed
popolazioni
to
rurali
achieve
hanno la
sustainable
conoscenza
rural
e le
development.
capacità necessarie per
Small
ottenere
scale
una
farmers
rurale sostenibile.
produce almost half
Quasi la
of
metà
the world's food
del
on only
cibo mondiale
a field of farmland.
su appena un
However,
quinto dei terreni agricoli
the size of
disponibili.
investment that has been going to them is disproportionately very tiny.
Indirizzati
Actually,
sproporzionatamente
less than 1% of climate finance goes to these stewards of our food, our lands, our water, even our biodiversity.
delle nostre terre, della nostra acqua, della nostra biodiversità.
Farming, even small farming,
L'agricoltura,
is a business.
anche la piccola agricoltura,
and IFAD invests to make it viable.
business. L'IFAD vuole
We
investire per
invest by
sostenere.
improving the quality of inputs,
Investiamo
supporting
qualità
value addition,
degli
and
input,
access to markets.
sostenendo l'accesso.
IFAD's approach is based on partnerships.
Il nostro è un approccio che si basa su
We partner with rural communities,
lavoriamo insieme alle comunità
local
rurali,
institutions,
alle istituzioni locali
government, and other partners.
ed altri partner.
And together, we build the resilience of rural societies
Sosteniamo la
to
resilienza
realize the right to adequate food,
perché possano
to better incomes, and
migliori,
to a sustainable
redditi
future.
migliori, per
That's why
garantire un futuro migliore.
IFAD calls for
Per questo
urgent, collective and concrete investments
vengono fatti
in rural
investimenti
poor
urgenti
farmers for them to realize their basic right
per
to nutritious foods.
perché possano avere il diritto
The greatest challenge here
al cibo sano.
is to find equitable financing solutions
È quella di
to
trovare
scale up financing for food security and
a
nutrition.
sostenere la
These
sicurezza
investments can help develop
Questi sono
vibrant
investimenti
rural
che possono
economies
aiutarci a
and
sviluppare
transform
delle economie
local
rurali
food systems.
forti e trasformare
Development financial institutions, including ourselves at
le
IFAD,
istituzioni finanziarie di sviluppo.
we must increase the lending capacity by expanding the funding base.
Di
We
finanziare
must increase concessional resources, especially for the poorest and most debt-distressed countries.
i paesi più poveri
And
e
we must be innovative in our approach to attract greater levels of private sector
un
investments.
maggior livello di investimento da
The world has been undervaluing the role of small-scale farmers
ha sottovalutato
in
il ruolo
the global food security for too long.
e il loro ruolo
By investing in and for small-scale farmers,
investendo
we are
nei piccoli
investing in a better chance
loro
to a better future, ensuring that no one is left behind. Thank you.
garantiremo che nessuno
Dr. Monteshimana.
ringraziamo
And now we're happy to share an example of women's empowerment.
un esempio
We're about to bring you to a journey to Ghana with our food hero, Chef Bita. She's an influential figure in the culinary world who is working with women fire producers to boost their productivity and income while preserving a piece of African culinary history. Let's watch her in action.
My name is Vita. I'm a chef. I come from a tribe called the It's the largest nomadic tribe in Africa. There was a time I experienced a war in Sierra Leone. When the war broke, we had to flee to Nancy's struggle and rice and every other food they had couldn't sustain us. We had to come up with sustainable ways to actually sustain ourselves. And we started with fonio. So for me, fonio is very personal. These days we talk a lot about food laws, we talk about hunger, we talk about climate change, and I see fonio as the solution. I call it the iconic grain. Fonio is a very special grain. It's a tiny grain. It's very nutritious and delicious. It's also indigenous to Africa. It's very easy to grow. And it also thrives in drought areas or arid areas. I really encourage everyone I meet to add it to their diet. I've spent a lot of time traveling across Africa, learning about indigenous knowledge and techniques from indigenous women. And I think it shapes me a lot as a chef. The sourcing and growing of fonio in this community has impacted me greatly because the more you grow fonio, the more you sell it, more collaboration, more skills to transfer here from one generation to another. They're able to feed their families, they're able to prepare it to spoon. It tackles all the areas of better production, better nutrition, better environment, and better life. I believe in creating opportunities for women in these rural communities. This collaboration between FAO and I has been very impactful. I'm just looking forward to exploring from here.
As we've just seen, Fonio is making a remarkable comeback. To hear from her directly, you can join actually Chef Bita at the Indigenous Advocacy Tent this week. And now we will hear a message from the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation in Italy, as well as the Deputy Prime Minister, Tajani, read by the Ambassador Bruno Archi, Permanent Representative of Italy to FAO and the Rome-based ACT.
Signor Direttore Generale, autorità tutte, eccellenze e colleghi, leggo un messaggio del Vicepresidente del Consiglio dei Ministri e Ministro degli Affari Esteri e della Cooperazione Internazionale, onorevole Antonio Tajani, in occasione della celebrazione della Giornata mondiale dell'alimentazione. Mi unisco con piacere al Direttore Generale Cibo e ai suoi autorevoli ospiti nella celebrazione della Giornata mondiale dell'alimentazione, che ci ricorda che quello al cibo è un diritto umano imprescindibile, per il quale sono necessari impegno, sforzo comune e investimenti concreti. Il governo italiano è fortemente impegnato a fare la sua parte. Penso alla nostra strategia di politica estera e di cooperazione allo sviluppo, che dedica una particolare attenzione ai temi dello sviluppo rurale e della trasformazione dei sistemi agroalimentari, anche in connessione con un maggiore intervento del settore privato per favorire la crescita, il benessere e l'occupazione. Questo è vero in primo luogo per l'Africa, una priorità strategica assoluta del governo. Qui, anche con iniziative come il piano Mattei, abbiamo cambiato l'approccio al continente per favorire partenariati paritari per la crescita condivisa. Vi aspetto a Pescara, dove parleremo approfonditamente di questi temi, insieme ad altri aspetti cruciali come la situazione umanitaria in Medio Oriente, la salute globale e lo sport come strumento di sviluppo, alla riunione dei ministri G7 dello sviluppo che presiederò la prossima settimana. La FAO sarà anche in quell'occasione al nostro fianco, come lo è in Food for Gaza. Con questa iniziativa, che ho lanciato insieme anche al programma alimentare mondiale e alla Croce Rossa, Mezzaluna Rossa, portiamo il nostro contributo e quello delle migliori forze vive del Paese alla popolazione civile di Gaza per contribuire in prospettiva alla ricostruzione materiale e sociale della striscia e rilanciare l'impegno per la pace. La complessità delle sfide che abbiamo davanti richiede uno sforzo corale da parte di tutta la comunità internazionale. Siamo orgogliosi di ospitare a Roma il polo alimentare delle Nazioni Unite e di questo sforzo è un asse portante. Contate su di me, contate sul governo italiano. Antonio Tajani.
Grazie mille, ambasciatore. Dr. Karen Fowler, the Special Envoy for Global Food Security in the U.S. Department, and this year's recipient of the World Food Prize, is often referred to as the father of the Svalbard seed vault. This is a library of seeds protecting the world's crop diversity, backed by FAO. Unfortunately, Dr. Fowler could not be with us here. His Excellency Ambassador Jeffrey Prescott, the U.S. representative to FAO, will be delivering his address instead. Ambassador, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Good morning. Excellencies. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you to commemorate World Food Day, share a vision and message of unity on this year's theme. Today we mark the founding of the United Nations Food Organization, of course. But it was actually 2 years earlier that this institution started. In the midst of World War II, the United States organized and hosted a conference in Hot Springs, Virginia, to forge a common vision for combating hunger and malnutrition and to announce support for the creation of the FAO. During that conference, President Roosevelt thanked world leaders for, quote, dealing with agriculture, the most basic of all humans. Those principles that guided the work of the FAO and serve as a moral compass for us all. They remind us of an essential truth. Everyone has the right to food. I'll be honest, the United States has not always been as clear as we need to be on this point. Today, I will be every human being has the right. Every human being we all know that is reflected in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It is reflected in the International Covenant on Economic Stability. It is reflected in the ideals of the FAO. And it is more than anything, a fundamental truth. One that is, in so many ways, self-evident. Let us make it self-evident.
Cerchiamo di rendere questa verità
The If you want to know the soul of a nation, look to its
Se
aspirations and vision
volete
for the future.
conoscere una nazione dovete capire quali sono le sue aspirazioni, quindi non soltanto i suoi desideri. Possiamo dire che la nostra visione degli Stati Uniti è chiara. Facciamo fronte alla realtà del mondo così com'è, la insicurezza alimentare anche nel nostro rimane un'insicurezza. Ecco perché dobbiamo portare avanti una trasformazione per ridurre tutta la nutrizione e innovazioni negli Stati Uniti, nel mondo, con il 29% più di 1,3 miliardi di persone soffrono di malnutrizione, di sicurezza alimentare, l'84% non riescono a avere una dieta sana in paesi insieme economiche e climatiche. La fame in tale abbondanza è un insulto
The United States is the largest donor to the Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Food Program, is fully committed to righting this wrong. In 2010, we launched Feed the Future, an effort across 3 White House administrations that's helped millions of vulnerable people and communities lift themselves out of hunger and poverty, and we're just getting started. We've been proud to partner with the FAO, the African Union, IFAD, and other leaders from around the world to advance the vision for adaptive crops and soils to help build diverse, sustainable, resilient food systems. Because we know food security can only exist when everyone has access to diverse, nutritious, safe, and affordable diets. And we know future generations depend on our ability to maintain a clean, healthy, and sustainable environment. Before I came here to Rome, under the leadership of Ambassador Thomas Greenfield in the U.S. mission in New York, we made tackling food insecurity a focus of all 3 of our presidencies in the UN Security Council. And after Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine in 2022, we rallied more than 100 countries to join the roadmap to stabilize and protect global food security. This year, Ukraine is expected to export more food than before the conflict, even as we continue to help them defend their agricultural capacity. Here in Rome, we have focused on relentless diplomacy to address the most critical humanitarian crises, from Sudan to Gaza, Haiti to Burma, and DRC. The United States remains proud to be the largest single donor to humanitarian assistance, including food aid, providing more than $54 billion for urgent, life-saving needs globally since 2021. $5.2 billion for Africa in 2024. We've worked to shine a spotlight on the role of women farmers by leading alongside more than 120 colleagues and co-sponsors here today, the International Year of Women Farmers, and are making strategic investments to advance gender equality and opportunity within agri-food systems. And as we work with partners to tackle global hunger, we are committed to leading the world in ending malnutrition, improving diets, and preventing child nutrition. We announced in 2021 plans to invest up to $11 billion toward this effort over 3 years, and we're on track to meet this commitment. And through our Government Goals program, we are implementing the world's largest school meals program. And by the way, I agree with His Majesty. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to provide school meals for millions of children around the world. Finally, we cannot address global hunger without addressing climate crisis. We're in climate change drives agricultural yields down, at the same time that agriculture and food systems generate almost a third of global greenhouse emissions. That's why we're working to advance solutions to address the two together and make historic investments in climate smart agriculture. There is an urgency to this task. Friends and colleagues, excellencies, I have seen the horrors of hunger, man-made hunger, up close as have many of you. For me, the eyes of a young Sudanese refugee being treated at an MSF hospital in Chad, who was so severely underweight that he was too weak to speak or to cry. The silence in that void was one forever. but I have also seen the power of progress.
non mi faranno
I have seen hope in the eyes
ho
of young
visto
students
speranze
I
però
met in
negli
Cox's
occhi dei
Bazar,
giovani
Bangladesh,
studenti
nourished
a
at school,
Bangladesh,
keeping
nutrire le
them.
scuole
They
e
learned how to plant a
questi
garden,
hanno imparato
bringing
come
seeds home to help their
piantare
families provide for
giardini
themselves.
grazie ai
And they want to grow up to be
semi che erano
doctors,
stati
scientists,
distribuiti e
and yes,
cresceranno e
farmers.
vorranno diventare
And
dottori,
so, even in the face of
scienziati,
so many great challenges, I wake up
di
every
fronte a
day
così tante
with
sfide ogni
determination
giorno mi
indeed.
alzo con determinazione, con
It is
l'ottimismo.
within our power to feed the world's
Le
most
nostre
vulnerable.
mani
To echo President Biden's words at his
alimentare i più
recent address
vulnerabili
in the UN General Assembly,
e
things can get better.
le cose
On this
possono
World Food Day, let
migliorare,
us not shy
soprattutto
away
all'Assemblea
from the
Generale delle
challenges
Nazioni
before
Unite.
us. The United States is
Il
committed,
direttore
word and
generale
deed,
e
to a world
gli
free
Stati
from
Uniti
hunger. We
sono
invite everyone here to join
impegnati
us, work with
insieme a
us
voi,
together to make that
dobbiamo
happen.
lavorare insieme per
And now is the moment to celebrate and recognize individuals whose achievements inspire positive change. Welcome to the FAO Achievement Award ceremony. And
siamo alla cerimonia
It has been a very competitive process with high quality
è
nominations
stato un
from
processo
over
molto
40
competitivo
countries
con
with
candidati
3
di alta
rigorous rounds
qualità
of screening.
provenienti da
We're
oltre
going to
40
celebrate
paesi
that standing
e 31 di
achievements and
selezione
learn from their incredible journeys. And talking about journeys, all the way from our proud China office, joining me today is Dong, who will join me today moderating this award. Welcome. What's today?
That's very good, Chinese. Grazie, Renata. It's a great pleasure for me here to showcase the positive outcomes of our colleagues' tireless efforts. First, I would like to thank our Director General, Dr. Giornata, to be with us to present the award. And also a special thank you to the chairperson of the FAO Council, which is also part of our selection committee, and also the chairperson of Finance and Program committees. And also guest colleagues and friends. Every obstacle we face that becomes a challenge, that only through collaboration brings us closer to the innovative solutions. And also the power of teamwork and knowledge sharing is crucial in overcoming global threats.
Indeed, one such threat is the foreign army, a transboundary pesticide capable of flying 100 kilometers in one single night. Its rapid spread, of course, poses serious risks to plant health and food. But with a short video, we will get a glance at the risks this pest poses, as well as the efforts our colleagues and partners are doing to tackle this challenge.
e partner per affrontare questa sfida.
protecting plant health means protecting our food security. Today here with us, the OE is the Institute of Plant Protection, Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences, ICAS, 中国农业科学院植物保护研究所。ICAS has been recognized for its significant contribution to combating the fall underworld, not only in China, but also beyond, as shown in the review. And also, Minister, could you please tell us more about the
Institute established an international framework for control and extended its support to the countries in need, resulting in improved food security and reduced drug prices. I would like to welcome the Director General to present the award to Professor Liu, Director General of ICAS. You're welcome on the stage.
E adesso abbiamo il discorso del direttore del direttore generale Cibo.
It's my great honor to attend the FAO partecipare alla presentation the Institute of Agriculture, Chinese Academy of Agricultural Science, ICAS, to receive the 2024 FAO Achievement Award. This award recognizes the contributions made by ICAS in prevention and control of farming war, a major transboundary hazard under global warming of FAO in past 12 years. Following the invasion of farming war in China in December 2018, the Chinese government made a rapid response to develop the prevention and control measures to safeguard national food security. The defense has successfully prevented the large-scale outbreak of farming war in China and keep the yard cost of pork production under 3%. During this process, ICAS has taken the lead in organizing national research programs and comprehensively studied the migration part of farming war in China and established an ecological primary regional pest management system under the support of Chinese Minister of Agriculture and Rural Affairs. This system was widely prominent and used across China. Meanwhile, ICAS has also established a long partnership with FAO and support the implementation of FAO lead global action of farming war control by organizing international companies, technical training workshops, and genomic control products. ICAS has provided Chinese solutions to Southeast Asian and African countries. Today, we received the FAO Achievement Award, which is a great honor for us. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the support from all of you. In the future, we will continue working with the international communities to provide proper care and delays together and make the better contributions to the global food security. Thank you.
Professor Liu. Thank you. And thank you everyone. Please join us in another round of applause for this remarkable achievement and all the nominations which embody the spirit of FAO. The true power of recognition lies in its ability to inspire others. Award winners become role models, demonstrating that progress is possible and surely achievable.
All powerful inspiration for our work together in pursuit of a better future and a better life for all, leaving no one behind. Thank you.
Ho scritto per onorare Sua Maestà e voglio consegnargli un piccolo Purtroppo non sentiamo il direttore generale per poterlo interpretare.
Thank you, Director General.
Grazie direttore generale.
And thank you, Your Majesty, for being with us and all of those that you inspire. So today, in closing, this is the last segment. So today
down. The 365 days of action and activity. That's action on the ground, as we have heard by those of us both here and in country delivering, and action by each and every one of you. And as part of this, we're going to celebrate the stories and the histories, the achievements, both in very difficult times and in times of reprieve. And we look towards those times of reprieve. I'm joined by my colleague Sabina here on the stage for just a few words about one of these initiatives that is actually going to be looking not only at the future, but being inspired by the past and honoring the past in order to learn and to know more about how to engage in the future.
1 year from today, as we know, the countdown will culminate with the opening of the FAO Food and Agriculture Museum in Nazioni, as the Director General mentioned before. This space will be a permanent exhibition, physical and digital, an educational experience open to the public, and dedicated, as the name says, to food and agriculture, our collective connection, and of course, FAO's mind.
It also says that it's a network, which means that each and every one of you here in this room, representing members, representing beneficiaries, and individuals, that should be your space as well. So we look forward to be engaging with you, engaging not only with our host country, Italy, whom we would like to thank for spearheading this initiative and supporting it, but of course, Sabina, with members.
Of course, this knowledge space will promote knowledge sharing, best practices, global traditions and foods, advancements in science and innovation, and very important, the role of women, indigenous peoples, and youth in contributing to a sustainable future. We are looking forward to engaging with all partners. As you said, this will be a network, a real network.
So very shortly, Sabina will be leading a ceremony which is going to be the unveiling of, here in FAO, the logo of the Food and Agriculture Museum and Network. And everybody will be able to be inspired throughout the week. Please do go down and take a look and get your inspiration to see how you will all fit there in the network. But if I can say just two more things before we actually let you go in song and dance with the youth.
Yes, see you downstairs in the library for a short ceremony presenting the museum where the Director General, along with the Vice President of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Italy, will unveil the logo of the museum. Colgo l'occasione anche per ringraziare la presenza speciale Archeologia, delle arti e paesaggio di Roma. Grazie mille. Thank you for being with us and for the valuable support and collaboration in carrying out this and many other initiatives,
which I think we have seen in the house with all of the decorations. So let us look to the future, and no ceremony could end without the youth. They are the change makers of tomorrow and of today. So I'm going to let them take you out in song and dance. Please give it up to the youth.
Dell'alimentazione,
Des aliments apportables de bonne nutrition.